we're going to do something a little bit different today. I've got you in the studio so that I can have it. You can have a kind of look around at my workspace, and I just want to do a quick update, just to let you know of some other things that you might be interested in. If you follow me or want to follow me, this might be your first time. So if it is your first time, welcome. I have just kick-started my YouTube channel again in the fine arts section, and I've got mixed content in here, tutorials, actual painting tutorials, and some like free mentorship encouragement for those who are creative, and already I'm seeing an incredible response, which I actually came off the comments of the last video I did on YouTube, and it brought tears to my eyes. I just, knowing that we can reach others through this medium and support one another in a way that really impacts is pretty phenomenal. So I just feel very blessed to be able to do that, and it costs nothing. So my name is Kayleen. For those who don't know, I'm a Melbourne-based artist, Melbourne, Australia, and I work in all mediums, or just about all mediums. I have my favourites, and my studio space here today I will share in just a couple. It's not been cleaned up for you or anything, so you're seeing it a la natural, and I'll show you just a few things of my setup and a few things that I've been working on, and how I lay out my studio at the moment, because it changes all the time. Now the update is over on my social media. We all know that social media is not that sociable anymore. That hurts my heart a bit. I enjoyed that social interaction and a more personal, just being able to engage with the people that follow you and the people that you follow. And now that engagement seems to become more and more staged or artificial or performance based, rather than real engagement. So I really don't want to play that game. So on Instagram, I went live on Instagram with a more longer form video, much like what we do on here, but it's not edited, and I want to be able to just jump on there and show people what I'm working on at the time, and those things don't necessarily end up in a video like on YouTube. So if you are on that platform, and I share it across to Facebook, but if you're on that platform, know that I do that over there now too, if it's well received. So if people engage with that and want to see more, and it'd be really good if creatives did more of it, and less of this flashy, what was that? Was that a painting I just saw kind of videos? So I don't like them myself. I find the stimulation of just watching, things move constantly and not really being able to admire and soak in what the artist has done. I feel a bit cheated. So I'm trying to do more stills on my feeds than videos. There is some reels, you've got to play with the party, but I want to encourage just more contextual things. So so that's over there. The good news is I'll just give you a little bit of a background, because you won't know this. A little bit of a history. I've been a painter just about my whole life, and I'm a grandmother, so that'll give you some idea. And but there was a big period of time in my life. I had a tragedy in my life about 20 years ago, and it nearly took me out. And I pulled out of. I stopped painting. I pulled out all the art societies. And I was actually started to win awards at shows and that, and I just stopped everything. And I gradually started the creative journey again, and found that it was actually really good for healing and very therapeutic. But I started again, but I went into different areas for survival more than anything. I ended up falling into furniture painting for a period of time, and that was helping paying the bills, but I was enjoying it for a period of time. And I also felt to publish a children's book which did all the things that I imagined it would do, and I was in the children's book industry for about 10 years, so on my YouTube channel there's all sorts of things that you can discover, but not so much on the fine art. I'm also a Christian, so there is that aspect of my artwork too. I like to work faith inspired as well for some of my paintings, and that's the center of who I am as well. So now I'm focusing on the fine art, so that's what you'll find here now, and I want to really keep that going, at least give you a video each month, if not more if I can. So I have to preserve my painting time, but I also want to contribute that way. So in the studio today, this is a little bit of a repeat of what I've put over on Instagram today and Facebook. There won't be a repeat after that. What you're seeing here will be different to over there, but today is a little bit of a repeat because I thought I'm going to give my YouTube people the same tour. So have a look. So my space is not huge. It's actually a double car garage space, and half of it's taken up with garage storage. So and it's mostly my stuff, but over here is the art section and where I work, and so over here on the easel is a portrait I'm honestly not overly happy with. But I was playing with Pan Pastels for the second time I've used them. So I've had this set here in my studio for a very long time, and I've done a beautiful still life out of it, which I was surprised, and I used probably half of it was Pan Pastel and half was soft pastel. But I want to keep pushing that medium to see how much I can use it for just in itself. So this portrait was from a portrait sitting session where you got about an hour and a half with the sitter, and then I come home and I fiddled with it for probably another hour and a half, so it's probably about 3 hours of work. But the model was quite a distance from me, so I found it very difficult to work fast and get the proportions bang on. So they're not accurate, as accurate as I would like, but it still has some nice qualities to it. I was also testing this paper I had there, so I thought I'll just see how it goes, because apparently Pan Pastel, they often recommend to use smooth paper. So this had some tooth, but not a lot. I actually wouldn't use smooth paper, I don't think. I think I'd use regular pastel paper. I needed to layer up, and I lost that ability part way in. So I used probably 90% Pan Pastel on this, and then a bit of Conte at the end, because I wanted some line marking. I wanted something expressive. I don't I wasn't going for photorealism. I wanted a painterly look still, and to look like artwork. So you can see all the line work here. But that gives you a closer look. So you can kind of see the hairs of the paper. So this is blotting paper. So something I wouldn't normally use, but I had it there, and I've had it sitting in my pile for years, and I figured just use it up. So over here is a plein air painting I did recently in Olinda. I did most of this on site. It was a beautiful day. We are in winter, and but we've still got a bit of autumn colour here in Melbourne. And so in fact I'm going tomorrow to do some more plein air painting at a particular spot I want to capture while it still has the autumn colour. But this was done mostly on site and then finished at home with soft pastel, and no pans in that. Over here is, okay, so that's my painting rack, or my frame rack really. It's just holding frames mostly. There's a bit of artwork in there. And that's my main easel, my beautiful easel that I have waited my whole life for, a counterweight easel. And this has been handmade for me, because in Australia we don't have the beautiful things that Americans get. Very hard to get some things, and a counterweight easel is one of those. So a counterweight easel, you kind of touch it with your fingers and it goes down. Oh, I've locked it. I've actually locked this one. But if you want it to move, you touch it with your fingers, goes down and goes up. And yeah, it's a gorgeous easel that was handmade for me, and I was lucky. The chap that makes it has retired after mine, and it was not my fault, but yeah, he's retired now. So over here, when I do a still life, I've got a bit of a box set up here for the still life. It's just a cardboard box, and down here is my studio pastels, which I've got laid out in like the brighter hues and the neutrals. I like to have them separated like that. And I actually have only just done that. It took me 8 hours to do all my pastels. I got them all out. I set up my plein air box, which is about half, 3/4 that size. And I set up my studio box and then put my spares aside. So I'm really wrapped I've done that, because I'll actually use them now. I keep a lot of my finished, I keep a lot of my finished paintings up here and my unfinished paintings. It's kind of sectioned off. It has my, shorthand on it. I know what's what, but there's some that need varnishing, they've dried enough to varnish, or they're waiting for that drying time. Some need signatures, some are finished, ready for framing, and some to be finished. So I kind of throw all the work that's not filed away over there for a period of time until I file it away, or it ends up at the framers. So that's my black and white box there, and there's just old supplies from the furniture painting over there, and paper. And something very important in a studio is a comfortable chair. And over here is another pile of unfinished works or canvases to reuse or canvases to use. So sort of prepped canvases, or I should say canvas boards. So this is what I'm working on today. This is a pastel that I started up in Bright. I went to Bright for a painting trip a few weeks ago, and did quite a few paintings up there. I'm going to put a video together for you on that plein air painting trip. But this is one that I started up there that I want to finish, so I want to work on that today. And so that's on my every day. I have some kind of goal. Today is to ring a client to quote a really big commission, and like big size commission, and to get into that and finish it, or just get a fair way into it. And I've done video as well, so not bad, eh? Not all days are like that. So yes, so I wanted to deliver this to you. It's just a quick one, and to say thank you to all those who responded to the last video. It really touched my heart. I'm so glad it encouraged you, and I'm so glad. I mean, one lady said she was about to give up, like she was about to down tools on her painting, and the video, because of the video, she's not doing that. Like that, that's just priceless. So bless you for saying that. That really made my day, as did a lot of the other comments where, it was timed so well for so many people. So thank you. If there's anything you would like me to share with you that you think would help, you're curious about, please let me know. Let me know in the comments, and I'm more than happy to share. I've got no, not precious on my secrets, I just think there's plenty for everyone, and we all should be working together. It would be a nice world if we were all doing that, hey? So I'm going to go and paint now and jump off. But thanks for watching. Do all the things, like, subscribe. It really helps my channel, and it'll help other people find my channel, and that would be much appreciated, and I'll see you next time. Oh my goodness, don't go yet. I forgot something really important. I almost forgot to tell you that I just, how I took that break, that big long break in the art world. Well, I have just stepped back into art shows. I just chose to enter an art show for the first time in all those years, and I entered the Street and Roberts McCubbin Award and won the McCubbin Award with, so this is my little certificate, and won it with a little portrait that I did of a little Ukrainian Jewish girl who unfortunately was killed in the Holocaust. And the most endearing little face, those eyes captivated me and just drew me in, and I had to paint her. So I was just thrilled that the judge and his comments reflected that. It just, he saw the emotion in that. But not to bang up on about it, I just have to say that I was like shaking, and I was just so, I nearly cried. So because it was a big step for me. And sometimes those things are huge steps for us, but unless we take those steps, take a deep breath and take those steps, we just don't know. So could be lucky on the day. So I was lucky on this day. But I just want to encourage you to be brave. That was obviously taking all those years to do that again was a hard thing for me to do, and I chose to step back in. Yeah, that was a beautiful reward for me doing that. And I just want to encourage you to take those steps for yourself as well, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be in the creative field. If there's a big step that you really feel that you need to take that'll be good for you, if you could just get over that line, walk over that line. Okay, I am going now, and I am going back to the painting. I might have a coffee now though first. Bye for now.